Hello everyone, this is part 31 of What If Naruto Figured It All Out, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. The sun rose again over Konoha, as it raises every day. On the Hokage's house, Minato had just got up, with a smile on his face and with a happiness of indescribable words. His body continued filled with ligatures and his arm plastered. Minato, wait. Frigg appeared with some ligatures on her hands. One of your wounds had open. Please, let me change them. Frigg changed the curatives on Minato's shoulder. Are you okay? You continue to be very tired and you're a little pale, she asked, caressing Minato's face. He smiled and hugged her. I'm better than ever, he said and kissed her forehead. She smiled. My God, Minato thought. My body is hurting even more than yesterday. I shouldn't had overdo it yesterday, but it was tasting so good, I couldn't stop. What's wrong? Frigg asked, noticing Minato appeared a little sad. He smiled. I'm going to make you a super hyper mega breakfast. Sit a little, while I make it. She was about to leave for the kitchen. Kushina, Minato called. She looked back and he pulled her, giving her a big K. She blushed and followed Minato. After the K, she smiled and left. Minato continued looking to her, with the same passionfully eyes and the smile he always showed to her. The Hokage sat on the sofa, with some difficulty, and then waited for Frigg. She appeared with a tray filled with food. Raspberry cake. My favorite, he said and kissed Frigg again. She blushed one more time. Minato, she said, while he was tickling her. Knock it off. Frigg laughed a lot. Minato, he hugged her again. I love you, the Hokage said. Frigg smiled again and kissed him. The two had breakfast. Well, they passed most of the time kissing each other instead of eating. Are you going to the office like that? I mean, they must be worried once you haven't appeared there for 4 days, Frigg asked. Minato looked to the roof. I guess I'll need to explain what happened to them, but first, there is something I want to do. Minato said. I'm just waiting for Kakashi and Rin. It didn't take long for his students to appear. Kakashi and Rin got really worried seeing Minato all torn up like that. Sensei, Kakashi said. Who made you that? Rin asked. Minato looked to them and smiled, as if he was saying that everything was alright. Rin, I want you to go to my office and deliver this to Jiraiya-sensei. Minato gave her some papers. Kakashi, you will come with me to the Uchiha's district. But, in your condition, you can barely walk. Kakashi was worried. Minato put his hand on the kid's head. Don't worry, I can handle it, and besides, that's why you're coming with me, he said with a smile. Kakashi felt a little better. Frigg looked worried to him. Sensei, Rin called. Minato looked to her. She pointed to his shirt. You have a dirty spot in here. Minato looked down and there was nothing. Rin took her finger quickly and smiled. April's Fool. What? Minato screamed. I was caught by an April's Fool joke. None ever got me, such a lame trick. Oh. Rin. She laughed and left. Bye-bye, Sensei, she said. Minato groaned and then felt a pain on his belly. Minato. Frigg went near him. Are you okay? Don't worry, Yellow Flash said. Let's go, Kakashi. The two left and went to the Uchiha district. On the Madara's heir's territory, more precisely in Mikoto and Fugaku's house, the woman was taking care of Phoenix's wounds, which, just like Minato's, were deep and painful. How you did end up like that, is something I still want to find out, Mikoto said, cleaning the bee of one of the wounds. You even lost an eye, brother. Phoenix didn't appear to be that much talkative. Don't be like that. Attempting against the Hokage's life, what did you had in mind? Fugaku reprehended. Phoenix sent him a bad look. Kurogen's heir. Come on. Kurogen's tale is nothing more than an ancient legend that it is used to give ninjas courage. There are no such things as immortality or tamed dragons. The worst blind man is the one who does not want to see. Phoenix said. Minato fell from the 10th floor and survived the fall. No normal human being could do that. Phoenix said. I saw. Kurogen's sword is on that castle. I saw it. Brother, please. Mikoto begged. He looked to her. Father already put you away because of that. Minato is not a Kurogen's heir. Come on. Phoenix screamed. Their family was killed by demons, just like Kurogen's. Believe me, sis. Yondaime will certainly come after you. Fugaku appeared to be angry. You ruined your own life. Phoenix groaned. You are a war hero. None could disrespect you, and now, what have you done? Tried to K down the Hokage. He will put his Anbu after you. You always were and you will always be a coward. Phoenix insulted. Fugaku looked angry to him. We had the chance of our lives. I could have been immortal. Something someone as pathetic as you cannot achieve. Why you? Fugaku was about to kick him, but Itachi entered. You have visits, Itachi said. Fugaku released Phoenix and left. Mikoto looked worried to him and then to her brother. Itachi, stay with uncle while mom and dad stay with the guest. Mikoto got up and left. When the couple went to the door, they found Yondaime and Kakashi. They were surprised with the Hokage's condition. Minato couldn't stand on his feet. Hokage-sama, Fugaku said. Minato looked to him. I have to speak with you. Mind if I go in and take a sit? Minato asked. After taking a sit on a big room, around a small table, Minato decided to speak with them. You may have noticed my condition. I've got to inform you that 7 members of the Uchiha clan attempt against my life. Mikoto covered her mouth with her hands. Fugaku was also astonished. 7. Who did Phoenix take with him? Fugaku thought. Minato stopped a little. Kakashi looked to him, noticing he was paining. The Uchihas noticed it too. Minato was breathing as if he was trying to calm down. Sensei, Kakashi whispered. One of the Uchihas was Phoenix. Minato said. The Uchiha's eyes opened wide. He left me in this state and I also know he was much wounded. Minato stared Fugaku and then Mikoto. Phoenix came my caretaker, Kageru. Minato looked down. It appeared that he was not conformed yet with Kageru's death. Mikoto appeared to be even more shocked. He K her. Why? She thought. I know he is here. Minato said. Fugaku appeared to be surprised. He had no other place to run for. Please, give him to me. The Uchihas looked to each other. He is not here, Mikoto said. Minato looked to her. He was sweating a little and panting. I haven't seen him for 5 days. I'm sorry for what my brother did. Come on, Minato exclaimed. Wounded as he was, he could only end up here, please. He tried to K me, the Hokage. He is dangerous, I need to, Yondaime stopped for breathing. Sensei, they have already said that he isn't here. Please, let's go home. You need to rest, Kakashi asked, holding Minato. No, I need to finish this, Minato said and looked to Fugaku. Phoenix is now searched as a wanted criminal who attempt against my life and Konoha and by the M of Nakamura Kageru. Minato got up. I'll come again tomorrow, Fugaku. The Uchiha looked to him. As the police team leader, I want you to give priority to this case. Disappoint me not. I've finished what I wanted to say. Now, if you excuse me. Minato left, helped by Kakashi. A minute after the door got closed, Mikoto looked to Fugaku. What are we going to do? Brother is inside this house. The Hokage ordered you to arrest him. He is also an Uchiha, please, Fugaku. Mikoto asked. Don't be nervous, that will be bad for the baby. Fugaku said, putting his hands on her shoulders. I'm the police force leader. I can orient the investigations the way I want them to end. So fear not, I'll find a way to let Phoenix out of this. After all, he is the only one who can control Madara's phoenixes, not for speaking that he is his direct heir. Fugaku put the hand on the door and then looked back to his wife. I'm going to speak with the other police officer so we can find a way to save Phoenix. Fugaku opened the door and was caught by surprise. Minato smiled to him. Ho ho Hokage-sama. Fugaku's face lost its colors. Yondaime knit his brows, very angry. Search and destroy. Minato screamed. 2 Anbu appeared from behind him and quickly invaded the Uchiha's house, running as the wind. Mikoto screamed scared and fell on the ground. Wait, Itachi is inside the house. Mikoto called. Minato looked to Fugaku. I will open an interrogation against you. Minato warned. Fugaku looked to him. I want that all the people working on this case to be no Uchihas. Yes, Hokage-sama. Fugaku answered, lowering his head. Mikoto continued crying on the ground. The Anbu appeared again. So, Minato asked. We found only Uchiha Itachi in one of the chambers. One of the Anbu said. Minato didn't appear to be surprised. Although, Fugaku and Mikoto were astonished. So, Phoenix must have heard my voice and flee. Minato concluded. The chamber where Itachi was, does the bed have B marks? Yes, the Anbu answered. Minato looked to Fugaku. You have until tomorrow to give me Phoenix. Don't make me give you another slime. And remember, this is not an April's Fool joke. Minato left, followed by the Anbu. Fugaku bound his hands. That Phoenix, what are we going do? Fugaku asked. What do you think? Phoenix appeared with Itachi. They looked to him. Minato is just playing bully. He is not going to make anything against you. Plus, you can use your Sharingan to manipulate the police officers on the investigation. But, Minato will find out. Mikoto said. Phoenix looked to her. Not if things were well done. Phoenix said. I'm going to hide in the temple. I really hope not to be betrayed by my family. You Keikijuru-san, Mikoto said, continuing on the ground. Phoenix's eyes opened wide. So, she really is, Phoenix thought. Itachi looked to him. I haven't, Phoenix said in a monochord tone. She has to save Minato, by sealing his B and mine. Fugaku looked to him, such as Mikoto. Phoenix left. Fugaku helped his wife getting up. And now? Mikoto asked. Fugaku looked down. I agree with Phoenix. Hokage-sama is not going to do anything to harm us. Plus, Phoenix is a war hero and it is only thanks to him that Konoha won the war against the Waterfall country. Maybe Yondaime will forgive him or something. Let's wait, Fugaku said. Yondaime and Kakashi went to the Hokage's office. Minato sat down on his chair, feeling so fine for resting just a little. Jiraiya was already waiting for him on the room. My boy, you really destroyed yourself, Jiraiya commented. Minato smiled. So, any news from Phoenix? Minato looked down. The Uchiha's main family is hiding him, Kakashi said. Jiraiya looked to him, while Minato looked down. Although, they refused to deliver him to us. Jiraiya thought a little. Maybe they are trying to protect him, but after what he has done, Jiraiya said. Protecting or not, Minato said, quietly and slowly. Jiraiya noticed it. Phoenix tried to K me, he Keikijuru, Minato remembered her and tears appeared on the corner of his eyes. I'm not going to let him take flight. Sure, the Uchiha clan will ask for your forgiveness, appealing for Phoenix war hero status. Kakashi opined. Jiraiya agreed. Even being a war hero, his sins cannot proceed unpunished. Minato said. For a tree has only one log, and when you try to K the log, you end up K all the leaves. Minato closed his eyes. I just want to know, if his problem is against me or against Konoha. Plus, he said some things that let me confused. Possibly he was just trying to distract you. Jiraiya said. Phoenix was known in war for being able to survive against any attack and his capacities are worth of praise, but, we really need to catch Phoenix to get to the bottom of this. Don't you think? Jiraiya asked, but noticed Minato was already sleeping. Sensei, Kakashi called and went near him. Minato slept quietly and peacefully. Do you think he is still tired from the battle? Tsunadheim said he would need to sleep at least 5 entire days, he had only slept 4. Jiraiya said. Look over him. I'm going to get her. Minutes later, Tsunade was also in the room, using her medical ninjutsu on Minato, who continued fast asleep. There, Tsunade said and covered the Hokage with a blanket. He continued tired from the battle. But if he rests until tomorrow morning he will be good as new. The medical nin went near Jiraiya and Kakashi. Let's just leave him asleep and try not to worry him until tomorrow. Minato. Jiraiya whispered and smiled. You really are a rough bone to chew. The three left, leaving Yondaime sleeping. The night fell over Konoha and the stars painted the sky. The moon's light shined over Minato. A ghost appeared and looked to the Hokage, putting his hand on his head. Section you have resisted Skuld, Section Kurogen said. Section although, you were not able to resist Frigg. Section the Norse ninja looked to the moon a little distrustful. Section are the gods playing with you. Are you, Tsukiyomi? Section. On another house near the Hokage's building, Frigg was looking to the window, gazing Minato's face on the monument. The living room's table was filled with food that appeared to be waiting to be eaten. Minato, are you coming home? Frigg asked, while a tear fell from her eyes. At the next day's midday, Minato woke up, yawning. He stretched his arms and then looked to them. "Wait, my arm is fine." The Hokage moved the arm a little bit more. He looked over himself. "Seems like him back at my prime." Minato looked to the window, seeing Konoha. "Don't worry, Konoha. I will protect you." Minato noticed his house. "Ah. He screamed. "I left my sweet Kushina all alone and told her nothing. She will cry all day long when I get there." Minato ran all the way home and opened the door. He searched for Frigg and there she was, waiting for him, awake, sitting on the sofa. "Kushina." Minato kneeled down in front of her. "Sorry, I fell asleep and I only woke." "It's okay," Frigg said. Minato looked to her. She forced a smile. "I don't want to leave you alone," he said, sitting at her side. Frigg looked down. The man hugged her, caressing her face. "But now I'm here." "Kushina." Frigg looked to him. Minato her. All the worries fade away. "Now, for this lavish meal." Minato started eating. "Wonderful. So sweet." Frigg felt far better. At the end of the meal, Minato hugged his lover. She blushed. "I know that being Hokage would make me spend more time far from home and more time in the office, solving problems and having important meetings with the Fire Lord and so on, but, I promise you I will always come back to you in the end." Frigg smiled and leaned her head on his sea. "Then, I'll always be waiting, Minato," she said. They again. "I have an idea," the Hokage said. "Why don't you come to my office and bring our lunch, so we can have it together?" Frigg smiled. "I would love to," she said. They looked to each other, much blushed. Minato laid Frigg on the sofa and they let themselves being consumed by love once again. 2 hours later, as promised, Minato went to the Uchiha's district, this time, with Kakashi, Rin and a bunch of Anbu. The Uchihas were all at the doors and windows, looking and waiting for the Hokage's next move. Yondaime first stopped at Fugaku's house. The police squad leader was disguising his nervous pretty well. "So, where's Phoenix?" Minato gently asked. "We haven't found him," Fugaku said. Mikoto looked to him, such as Itachi. "We tried everywhere, but you should have tried harder," Minato screamed. Fugaku lowered his head. Minato turned to his Anbu. "Send a message to all the Uchihas taking missions and tell them to come back to Konoha. Order some ninjas to replace them." "Yes," one Anbu said and disappeared. The Hokage looked back to the Uchiha. "I also know how to play your games, Uchiha clan," Yondaime said. Fugaku looked to him. "From this day forward, no member within the Uchiha clan, who's older than 15 years old, will take a mission," Minato stated. The Uchihas were shocked. "Until Phoenix is found and captured, no Uchiha will be authorized to leave Konoha." "But," Fugaku screamed. Minato looked to him, seeing how angry he was. "If we don't take missions we won't win any money. Are you starving us to death?" "No," Minato said, closing his eyes. "You are the ones doing it." Fugaku bound his hands. "I know Phoenix is hiding here somewhere. Give him to me and I'll let you go." "We don't know where he is," Fugaku repeated. Minato opened his eyes. They are protecting him, Minato thought. They know Phoenix powers and know he is Madara's direct heir, that's why they are protecting him that much, because he can control Madara's phoenixes. Although, do you want to protect him that much, as much that will lead you near despair? "Ah, Uchiha clan." Minato remembered his fight with Phoenix and the answer he gave to him. "Do you have something against me, or is it against Konoha? Answer me." "Against Konoha. Maybe. I cannot let him hurt Konoha. Please, Hokage-sama. Our children need to eat. That's why I said only the kids would take missions." Minato remembered. He turned his back on them. "I'll be back tomorrow. I want you all aligned. I really want to know if you will maintain quiet. Until then, my Anbu will have their eyes set upon you. Bye." Minato left, followed by Kakashi and Rin. "Maybe Phoenix already ran away," Rin opined. "I don't think so," Kakashi said. "Sensei said he was much wounded. Plus, if he entered the hospital, his name would figure on the reports." Minato stopped. "So, he received no medical aid on the reports." Minato realized something. Of course. The Hokage looked to his students, who turned to him. "I'm sure he asked some of the medical corps medical ninjas to come and heal him, Uchiha medical ninjas that is. The names must be in the report. Who made the archive job while I was on bed?" I did, Rin said. Minato put his hand on her shoulder. Then show them to me. The group went back to the office, searching for the Uchiha names. Meanwhile, the Uchiha clan reunited in their temple, where Phoenix was resting. They told him everything. I've already told you, he is playing bully. Phoenix said. Plus, you have your kids making money, don't worry. This is going out of our control. An elder Uchiha said. We have to do something. If you had trusted me right from the beginning, Minato would be already S and Konoha would be on our hands by now. Phoenix said. You're all a bunch of sissies. They looked angry to him. Those looks don't scare me. You can all look mean, but if you have no courage, you will be good for nothing. If you tell Yondaime where I am, I swear by Madara's soul I will kill every single one of you. They looked down. Minato will forget this. Just wait. At 2 a.m., Minato came back home. His work sure sucked him to the bone. The Hokage took his white coat and went to the kitchen, where Frigg was waiting for him. He was caught by surprise. You're awake? The man asked. She ran to him, hugging the Hokage tightly. Welcome home, she said. Minato smiled and then sat on the table, eating what Frigg prepared to him. So, have you found something? No, Minato said. I have a bad feeling about this. Frigg continued looking to him. Phoenix has something against Konoha, I can feel it. I need to protect my village. I need to find him. Frigg got up and took Minato's vest, making some M on his shoulders. Minato felt better. The Uchiha clan keeps protecting him. They are awkward. First, they removed him out as the Lord's heir, letting Fugaku take the place, now they are protecting him. Who understands the Uchiha clan? Well, they are family. We always do our best to protect our family. Frigg said. At least, that's what Dad always told me. Maybe because you have such a small family, you never had the feeling of union the Uchiha clan has. Minato looked down. Oh, sorry. Did I say something inconvenient? Sorry. No, you are right. Minato answered. She looked to him. Kageru was my only family. When I became Genin and met Jiraiya-sensei and my other teammates, I felt like my family had just got bigger. Actually, I always supported Kageru and Phoenix affair because I wanted to have a bigger family. Frigg hugged Minato, caressing his hair. I always wanted to have a really big family. Minato smiled with his eyes closed. Konoha now is my family. They all acknowledge me. I'm finally part of a big family. That's why, I also want to protect them. Minato pulled Frigg to him. They need me, and I would give my heart and soul for them. Frigg hugged him again. Minato pulled her skirt up. I will. He untied Frigg's chemise and stared at her. She caressed his face. Don't worry, she said. Even when protecting someone, we need to rest. Minato had his eyes closed. Let me be the one cheering you so you can continue protecting to ones you love. The 2K, while taking each other's clothes. The Hokage held Frigg tightly while making love with her. Never stop cheering me, never stop giving me the strength I need to protect my family. Never, Minato said and kissed her again. I love you, Kushina. Next day, the fourth Hokage went back to Uchiha's district. All the Uchihas were lined up, as if they were stay right. Minato had some papers on his hands. You know, I checked my reports from some days ago and I have some questions to ask you. Minato walked and stopped in front of an Uchiha girl with short hair around 20 years old. Uchiha Asuka, why have you let your job at the hospital around 6 a.m.? The woman trembled, fact that was noticed by the Hokage. You know, that was exactly the same hour I entered the hospital after Phoenix attacked me. Did you leave to aid him? No, she cried. Minato went to the man next to her. And you? He asked. Why have you left without checking the point and giving an explanation to Tsunade? The Uchiha looked down and didn't answer. You too, I want you to have a little chat with Ibiki-san. Minato went back to beginning of the line, while two Anbu took the Uchihas. So, Fugaku, do you have something to tell me? We haven't found Phoenix yet, he said. Minato looked to Mikoto and Itachi. Where is he? He insisted. Mikoto was drove into tears. I don't know, she cried. Minato lowered his head, whispering at her ear. You are going to have a baby. Minato said. Her eyes opened wide. Do you want your baby to be born on a situation like this? This nervous atmosphere is not going to be good for both of you. Please, if you really love your child, tell me where Phoenix is. Mikoto was about to look to Fugaku, but Minato held her head. Answer me, by yourself. Minato, I. Hokage-sama. An Anbu appeared. Minato continued looking to Mikoto. The Fire Lord wants to speak with you. Now, Minato whispered. The man left Mikoto and then looked to Fugaku. I will find out. Minato left with the Anbu. Weeks were passing by, and no Uchiha revealed where Phoenix was. Minato was sure they were delaying him, so Phoenix could recover. The ones who were having fun with this situation were the Hyuga. Once the Uchiha were the only ones allowed to enter the police force and had total control of Konoha in those matters, the Hyuga could finally say everything they had on their minds. Inclusive, they had published a caricature article in Konoha's Times where a shinobi turned to another saying, "This morning I went to the bakery and there was a big line, I thought they were Uchihas, but no, the baker was late." Minato laughed on that one. Answer, in the middle of a late maze night, Minato was on his office, signing more reports and giving missions to some shinobis. Looks like I'm going to be held here until the morning. Minato said, but as soon as the sun rises up, I'm going to meet my sweet Kushina. So, back to work, he said, very enthusiastic. Someone enters. Still here, an old voice said. Minato looked in front of him and saw Sandaime. Sandaime, long time no see. Minato smiled. Sandaime sat with him, while they had a cup of coffee. I saw the lights of the office on every night, so I decided to come here to see if you needed a more experienced hand. Sarutobi said. Minato smiled again. Thanks. I also know what you're doing with the Uchiha clan. Sandaime said. Minato looked to him, serious. Actually, you had the guts I never had. The Uchiha clan is one Konoha's most noble clans. They use their status a lot. Actually, it was already time for someone to impose some limits on them. But I also think you should finish hunting Phoenix. The more I search within the Uchiha clan, the more I'm sure they want to take Konoha, and they need Phoenix for that. Minato said. Sandaime's eyes opened wide. Taking Konoha. It can't be, he was so surprised, his pipe fell on the ground. Minato looked to his cup. Phoenix has the ability to make his body as a ghost's one, so none can ill him. Minato explained. Plus, he was nicknamed Phoenix, because, for all the times someone K him, he always rises up again. He can also use his Sharingan at a higher level than his clan comrades can. That's why, they're protecting him. So, that's why, you try so hard. Sandaime realized. Minato looked to him. He is the strongest piece on the Uchiha's side of the chessboard. Although, the pieces from my part of the chessboard are restraining the Uchihas. Plus, mine are not under pressure. Soon, the Uchiha elders will give Phoenix and stop planning against Konoha. Minato said. And if they don't? Sandaime asked. Yondaime looked back to the cup. Then I'll do as we do on chess. I'll start restraining one by one, until only Phoenix is left. But they are nobles, and we know how nobles act. It's not going to take long. They will dispose of Phoenix. Minato said. They prefer one of them, instead of losing their status. You knew this all along and you have kept it to yourself. Sandaime said. Well, that's the only way to avoid the Uchihas to find out. Morning sun finally showed itself. Minato, thanks to Sandaime's help, finished the never-ending mass of paperwork and was now on his way home. I'm back, Minato said. No answer. Kushina, he said, while walking and taking a kunai out of his pocket. Where are you? Sorry for coming so late. Well, Minato walked slowly and checked every corner of his house. I guess I came very early in the morning. He heard something coming from the bathroom. Minato looked and saw Frigg on the ground, throwing on the toilet. Kushina. Yondaime let the kunai fall and ran to the woman. What's wrong? Are you okay? She tried not to look to him, grabbing a towel to cover her face. Did you eat something that was putrid? She looked to him. I don't know, I was making your breakfast and then, that smell of the butter. Frigg's face quickly turned green and she put her head on the toilet again, throwing up more. Minato put his hand on her belly, holding her. Come on, what's wrong? You were so fine yesterday. Minato was really worried. He grabbed the towel and cleaned her face. Frigg's face was pale. I'll wash your hair and leave you at the hospital, okay? I don't want to be a nuisance, she said. Minato caressed her face. You've been so filled with work, Minato. She leaned her head on his shoulder. Sorry. You have no reason to be sorry. I should be the apologizing. If I had come early, we could have gone to the hospital sooner. Minato helped her getting up. Come on. Let's wash that hair and get you some clothes. The Hokage helped his lover with all the care in the world, fearing she could break at any moment. Half an hour later, the two left home. There was none in the streets once it was really early. Frigg walked with her head leaned on Minato's seat and with him hugging her and helping her walking. They reached the hospital 5 minutes later. Hokage-sama, a nurse said surprise, while looking to him. Is Tsunade on service? Can you call her for me? Minato asked. Frigg was breathing as if she was sick, leaving Minato even more worried. They took a sit while waiting. The Hokage was holding her hand and looking to her. What's happening to you? Yondaime thought. So early, Minato. What? Your hand is hurting because you passed the day signing papers. Tsunade mocked, but she noticed his anguished face. What? Kushina isn't fine. Could you look over her? He asked. Tsunade noticed right away he was in love with his housemaid. She smiled. Sure, Tsunade said, and the three were about to walk to a room. Hokage-sama. An Anbu appeared. Minato was caught by surprise and looked back. At first, Yondaime only wished for the Anbu to go away or that the news he was bringing to be useless ones. He had just received a report from Kakashi-kun. He and his Anbu squad found out where Phoenix is hiding. What? Minato startled, getting nervous. Has he made any move? No, the Anbu said. The Uchihas haven't noticed he figured out where he is. So, Kakashi-kun decided to wait for your orders. Plus, you're the only one who can face him. Minato's eyes opened wide. He looked to Frigg, who was also looking to him. Minato felt awful. Go. Your family needs you. Frigg said. Minato closed his eyes. See you. Minato said. Let's go. He left with the Anbu. Tears appeared on Frigg's eyes and she leaned her face on Tsunade's shoulder. Don't worry. He always comes back. Let's see what's wrong with you. Tsunade entered in a room, helping Frigg. On the Uchiha's temple, the elders were reunited with Phoenix. All really pissed off. We have no supplies and we have been the reason for laughing all around Konoha. An elder said. Phoenix looked to him. Yondaime is pressuring us. And so, he has been in this for almost 2 months. He knows I'm no longer here. Phoenix said. You are being weak. Weak. Fugaku yield. We are ourselves to keep you safety. Taking Konoha for us. Minato is far too strong for us to deal with. Plus, everybody in Konoha loves him. Even if we succeed him, none would obey us and they would end up revolting, like the Hyuga clan. Why are you such cowards? Phoenix screamed. If you aid me when I went to him the first time, we could already be controlling Konoha. It's over, Phoenix, Fugaku said. He looked to him and then to the elders, who were also looking down. We are expelling you from the Uchiha clan. What? Phoenix got up and grabbed Fugaku by his en. How dare you expelling me? I'm Madara's direct heir. I should be the one expelling all of you. Cowards. You're nothing more than cowards. I lost all my hopes in this stupid clan and in its stupid members. We will cover your escape. Fugaku said. Phoenix was really pissed. There is nothing more life can offer you. What? Phoenix groaned. You have lost. Please leave. Fugaku said. Phoenix left him and went upstairs. I will become immortal, he said. Fugaku and the others were looking to him. Minato will end up having a child. I may not have his but I will have his babies and then, you will bow down before me. Phoenix entered the small room of the temple. Itachi was there and looked to him. Phoenix also stared him. You. Kakashi has found you. Run. Itachi said. Phoenix knit his brows. There is something wrong with his chakra. Phoenix continued staring him. Now, Phoenix summoned a phoenix. The bird covered Phoenix with its wings and the two become invisible. Itachi opened the doors of the temple and Phoenix escaped, without being noticed. Itachi. Minato appeared minutes after. Where's Phoenix? Answer me. The young kid looked to him and closed his eyes. He ran away. Itachi answered. What? Minato got angry and then noticed the Uchihas getting out of the secret door under the tatami. They were shocked by the Hokage's presence. Bastards. You let him escape. Yondaime. Shut up. The fourth screamed. How dare you? After all he has put you into. The Uchihas looked down. You are all under arrest. But, Fugaku asked. Sensei, isn't that? Kakashi was about to ask, but Minato was so angry he decided not to interrupt him. You are under arrest for attempting against my life and against Konoha. Minato said. Until this is all solved. Please not. Fugaku kneeled down in front of Minato. My wife is pregnant, she will not bear the shock. You should have thought on that before supporting an attack against Konoha. Minato screamed. Fugaku looked to him. So, he really found out everything. The Uchiha thought. Take them away. I don't want to see them again. The Anbu took the Uchihas, leaving only Itachi behind, who looked to Yondaime. He also looked to him. Don't hate me for doing this, kid. Hate as you have really done this. Itachi looked down. Sensei. Kakashi went near him. We have no proof that they were plotting against Konoha. Only what someone said under tea. They will end up being released within less than 2 weeks. I know. Minato sighed sadly. But I'm sure after that, they will not try anything else against Konoha. That's my main priority. The Hokage remembered Frigg. Sorry, he thought. Looks like I will be trapped in paperwork again for the rest of the day. Kushina, please, be well. Half said, half done. Minato got stuck solving more problems regarding the Uchiha's arresting. Plus, now the police force was lacking most of its members, so our Hokage had to find someone to replace them. 2 full days were needed to end it. Minato was getting his stuff to leave, when Tsunade appeared. Oh, Tsunade. Minato was sleepwalking. Tsunade noticed. No, not another report. No, I'm not delivering a report. Tsunade said, seeing the relief smile on Minato's face. Have you spoken with Kushina? He looked to her, yawning. No, I'm going home now. Oh, by the way, what did she have? Minato asked. Tsunade smiled. She is fine now, but I guess you should go home and speak with her. Tsunade said, very happy. Thanks. Minato was about to leave, when Tsunade turned to him again. Congratulations, she said. Minato strangled it, but smiled. The Hokage entered his home, letting his bag falling on the ground. Finally, Minato sighed. Minato. Frigg ran to him and hugged the man tightly. Welcome home. He smiled and hugged her too. The woman looked to him, with a huge smile and tears falling from her eyes. I'm so happy. What's wrong? Minato asked. Oh, you've came. Jiraiya appeared. Minato looked to him, surprised. We've been waiting for you for so long, that roots were already growing on my feet. Jiraiya trickily smiled to Minato, putting his hand on the Hokage's head. What was made of my boy? When did he give such a high jump? He was so small that it was so hard to see him. What are you talking about? Minato asked. Frigg continued hugging him, very happy. Well, I'm going to leave you two alone. I had already made company to Kushina-chan for 2 days. Jiraiya explained. You won't believe, but when I took her home, everybody looked to us and started chatting. Minato found it strange. I'll come back for dinner. Bye, Daddy. Jiraiya left. Daddy. Minato strangled. Sure everybody's strange today. The Hokage looked to Frigg. I'm glad to see you're okay. Minato said, caressing her face. Frigg was hopping as if she was trying to tell him something. What? Minato. Minato. I have wonderful news for you. Minato. She hugged him again, very anxious. Minato smiled and laughed quietly. What? Minato, I'm going to have a baby. Frigg said, smiling as she never smiled before. Minato froze at first, but when his feet got back on earth, he also smiled. We are going to have a child. Minato, I'm pregnant. Pregnant. Wow. Minato grabbed her and rose the woman on the air, twirling with her around the living room. It appears that Minato's tiredness had disappeared in no time. I'm going to be a father. I can't believe it. Minato put her back on the ground, with a smile bigger than the universe on his face. So, that's why you were sick in the morning. I still can't believe it. I'm going to have a baby. Frigg smiled to him. Will it be a boy or a girl? Where are we going to put his bedroom? Will he look more like me or like you? Oh. I know. So many things to think. I'm so happy. Frigg hugged Minato again. Thank you, Kushina. Minato said and kissed her. The two sat on the sofa. As usual, Frigg had made a lavish meal to Minato, who ate it all. At the end of the meal, Minato put his hand on his lover's belly, caressing it. Daddy is going to give you everything. Fear not, my baby. I will always be here for you. The Hokage laid his head on Frigg's legs, her belly. She caressed his head. I'll always be here, for both of you, always. Minato fell asleep. Oh, Minato, you are so tired, Frigg said, continuing caressing him. I'm so happy for having your baby. I'm so happy for having you near me, both of you. Frigg decided to sleep too. Answer, with such happiness and with the white dove of peace flying over Konoha, life appeared to have no problems. Minato passed more time in home, caressing Frigg and her belly and even buying lots of things for his child and making plans for him and the baby. Despite the people more close to Minato, none in Konoha knew that the child Frigg was waiting was his. Actually, when Minato was on work, Jiraiya went to his house to make company to Frigg, which made half of Konoha believe the baby was from the Sennin and not from the Hokage. But that didn't annoy Minato or Frigg. Their joy had no end and was getting bigger as time goes by. In the beginning of the summer, in one warm night shinned by the full moon, Minato and Frigg were sleeping together, hugging each other. There was such a loud howl that made Minato wake up. The howl continued. For God's sake. Minato grabbed his pillow and covered his face with it. Why do the dogs from the Inuzuka clan make so many noises? Plus, why is my house next to them? The howl remained. Minato got up, very angry, opened the door and threw his pillow to the house next to his. The Hokage filled his lungs with air and screamed very loud. Shut up your dogs. I have to work tomorrow morning. I need to sleep. All the dogs started barking. On the other house, a woman with her face painted opened the door and threw her pillow at Yondaime. F you, Yondaime, she screamed. Just for once. The world would be better. Just shut up your dogs, you Inuzuka bee. Minato screamed. Man, I can't stand that woman. She is so annoying, he thought. You're the goddamned Hokage. If you don't want to live here, just change. You animal hater. The Inuzuka woman said. F Yondaime. He complains about my dogs every single night. I hate him. I don't hate animals. I just hate your ugly face. Yondaime screamed. The dogs continued barking. Shut up. I have to sleep. Minato closed the window. My dogs will bark until you used to live with it. The Inuzuka woman said and also closed her window. How did she get married? Minato asked, getting back to his bed. Frigg was looking to him. Oh, sorry, did I wake you? She smiled and hugged him. Minato also smiled and her. What a nuisance. I can't sleep, stupid Inuzuka dogs. Next morning, Minato was working on his office, very sleepy. Minato, are you okay? Shikaku asked. Minato looked to him and then looked aside, very annoyed. Problems with the Inuzuka clan again. I really just wanted to sleep well for one night. Minato said. Shikaku decided to play with him. Maybe if you spend less time making love with Fuller and more time sleeping, you wouldn't be so tired. Shikaku mocked. Minato threw his pen at his face. You're just jealous because your wife already has a huge belly and you need to be extra careful. Ha ha. Minato complained. Shikaku's face quickly lost its colors. What? Is it that bad? Shikaku jumped and grabbed Minato, taking him away from his desk. The glass from the window broke. Minato and Shikaku looked to the desk and there was a huge white wolf with snow glasses, a black scarf with a scroll. What is that wolf? It's huge, Shikaku said. The wolf looked to them. Long time no see, yellow flash. The wolf said. Shikaku and the Yondaime recognized the wolf. You. Minato remembered a small wolf on Kajiru's hands years ago. You're one of Ornulu's wolf's pack. Reality fell upon Minato, him as thousands of daggers. Minato lowered his head, punching the ground with his hand. Shikaku looked to him. The wolf took the scroll of his scarf and threw it at Minato. The scroll fell on the ground and opened. Shikaku could read the message. I've finished my training. Congratulations on becoming Yondaime Hokage. Come to the village hidden under the moon so we can sign a peace treaty. Please, bring my beloved Frigg back to me. Thanks for everything. Nijuachidime Tsukikage, Minamoto Doyokugan. Tsukikage. Frigg. Shikaku read and looked to Minato. Oi, is your Kushina, the one having your child, the Tsukikage's wife? Minato continued with his head on the ground. Oi, Minato, answer me. What are you going do? Minato. Shikaku was worried with his friend. Jiraiya entered and noticed the wolf, the broken glass and Minato and Shikaku on the ground. What's wrong? The Sennin asked. Minato got up and grabbed the scroll. Shikaku looked to him. Minato grabbed his pen and wrote the reply. Shikaku read it. Are you really going to do that? Shikaku was surprised. Minato. Minato tied the scroll on the wolf's scarf. Go back to the hidden moon. Tell Akatsuki I will be there in the beginning of July. Minato answered. They couldn't see his eyes, once his hair was covering them. The wolf jumped and left. Hidden moon, Jiraiya whispered. His eyes opened wide. You're giving Frigg back. Minato didn't answer. What are you planning to do? Get K. Shikaku yelled. Minato remained quiet. The Tsukikage will K you if he finds out you are getting laid with his wife. Why have you done that? You told me Fuller-san was Friggheim's sister, not Friggheim herself. Why? Jiraiya looked very concerned to Minato. The Hokage appeared not to be reacting. Minato, Jiraiya sighed sadly. I'm going to the hidden moon, Minato said with a monochord tone. I'll explain everything to him. It's not fair for me to hide him all that I and Frigg are living. Shikaku appeared to get even more worried. I must pay for my sins. Plus, I'm going to sign a peace treaty. You're going to be obliterated, Shikaku warned. Stay in Konoha. I cannot. Minato screamed, looking to his friend. They noticed Minato had tears on his eyes. If I stay here, Akatsuki will think something's wrong and he will certainly come to Konoha and it will be worst. I'm going, so, if something happens, Konoha will be spared. Minato bound his hands. I have to go. I'm going with you, Jiraiya said. Shikaku looked to him. Minato looked down. I cannot let you walk into your grave alone. Minato sadly smiled. The Hokage walked to the broken window. Sorry, Frigg, but we will have to go back to where everything had begun. Minato closed his eyes, whispering. Akatsuki, you believed in me, I'm going to explain everything to you. I'll be honest with you, that's the last thing I can do, forgive me. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.